everybody? Welcome to another YouTube video. Today I'm going to show you guys how I balance weightlifting and running. So for those that don't know, I have a half Ironman under my belt and a marathon, which was a 3:20 marathon at 205 pounds. I'm a bigger guy, so I'm not ideally like what a runner looks like, but I can run efficiently. I'm going to share with you guys how I balance both and how I improve both, because we are starting bodybuilding prep and I want to run throughout this bodybuilding prep to get lean. But overall, I'm making this video to show you guys that you don't just have to lift weights, you don't just have to run, you can do both, and I'm going to share with you guys that today. So good morning. I'm going to throw this cold brew back, and it's a bad day to be some miles and weights. So let's do it. So the first thing that I do is I wake up, have my coffee, and then I'm going to head over and pick out a trail. And right now, because we're just starting, I recommend anybody picking a distance. Don't even look at your watch for like a specific time. Just go out and run, have fun. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna probably do 3 miles. And yeah, I'm gonna take you guys along with the process and just give you guys some tips on how to get back into running. Because for me, like I said, I'm starting to run again. And I took some time away from it, but yeah, let's do it. All right, so we are at the trailhead. In the back here, you can see it's a huge lake. That's where I'll be running most of my runs for this prep. But I want to explain something. When you run, you don't need to be going 90 miles an hour. What you got to do is find a comfortable pace and just don't even look at your watch until you really start getting into running. Make it fun, make it enjoyable. Think of it as enduring. Try not to stop. See how long you can go without being in too much pain, but mainly do it for the mental benefits. Like, I'm gonna go on this run and I'm gonna come back and have the best mental clarity, and that's why I'm getting back into running, because I missed that. It helped me out a lot mentally, and I want to help you guys out with that as well. So I'm gonna come back and share with you guys my thoughts. And I'm gonna be honest, I haven't ran since my Ironman, so we're gonna see how this one goes. I do have my GoPro with me, so I'm gonna take you guys along with the run. So let's do it. Ding dong. One thing I have to say is there's a lot of things you can't control. For example, the weather, maybe what happens to you one day, how much traffic you're in. But one thing you can control is your attitude to when things go wrong, or your attitude on life. I could easily wake up and say, you know what, it's muggy out, it doesn't look like a good day to run, and not run. But I can control that. I control how happy I am, how do I react to certain things, and that's what life's about. Control what you can control to become a better person and a better version of you. So just want to get out there. 2.6 miles in, doing 3 miles, so let's do it. Wrapping up this run, I'm gonna explain to you guys the pacing and how I'm getting back into running, and also incorporating weightlifting as I'm training for a bodybuilding show. So yeah. There we go. So for those wondering, I have a Garmin Phoenix 7X Sapphire Edition. I love it. This is what I use to train for my Ironman. Not the cheapest, but man, it's great to track your progress, to track your heart rate, and overall just to improve in endurance and just like watching your activity throughout the day. I track a lot of steps as well, just to make sure I'm moving more. The more you move, the more calories you burn, the more you can eat. Who doesn't love to eat? But with that being said, you can balance weightlifting, which I'm going to show you later, and running, which I just did this morning, is by breaking it up into 2 sessions. Do it in the morning. I woke up at 5:30 this morning to run. I chose to do that so I had time to work, clear my mind. So, you know, a lot of people sit around at a job and they get antsy. Go for a run. That'll make you feel so much better. When I can sit down and work, and I ran before, I feel amazing. Endorphins is almost like a drug. It feels amazing. This feeling of knowing that you got up and did something that was hard, but you did it anyways because you want to improve, and you know it's going to set you up for the day, is what really matters. So my pace was 8:55 per mile, which is really slow for me, but it was comfortable. It was fun. Go out. You don't have to kill yourself if you're not training for a race. I trained for a marathon. I killed it. Brutal. It was hard on myself, but to just go out and run and to enjoy yourself is what really matters. That's how you're gonna get faster, just having fun with it. If you do it as a job or you feel like it's like pressurized, you're not gonna wanna do it. So I go out right now and I'm just enjoying it. I don't care about pace. 8:55 felt great. 28 minutes to run 3.2 miles. I'm happy. So to do both, just don't overtax yourself on any which one. I run light and easy right now, so I have energy to train in the weight room. But yeah, so we're gonna go back, show you guys what I have post run, and then show you guys my training session, and then show you guys some meals and stuff. But all right, so post run, what I like to do is I like to get in some protein as well as some caffeine. Even though I had some this morning after the run, I like a little bit of caffeine. So I have this Phillips coffee machine, and I showed you guys earlier, basically it grinds up fresh beans and spits out espresso. So this is one of like the non-negotiables for me. I have to have my protein coffee, and I know you guys get tired of me saying it if you watch my videos, but man, like if you're not trying it, it keeps you regular, it gives you energy, and it helps you recover. We don't half scoop around here. We get a lot of protein. Look at that. Damn, I really always gotta make a mess. That's crazy. All right, so post run, I have my protein coffee. This on my next tip, getting in enough protein. So as far as running and weightlifting, the way to balance it, a lot of it comes down to nutrition. I like to run fasted just because I don't have stomach bloat, and I'm not going that far to where I need carbs, and I eat enough carbs before I go to bed, so my glycogen is full in the morning. But I have a protein coffee to recover after my my runs, and that's because protein is going to help you recover basically and feel good after the run, feel good going into the day, and make sure that your muscle mass and your muscle recovery is there. So I have this, and I always make sure to get at least I get 1.5 grams per pound of body weight, but I try to get at least 1 gram per pound of body weight a day. So as far as muscle and running, thinking that one's going to deteriorate the other, if you get enough protein in and you're keeping your calories at least at maintenance, you'll be fine. It's when people don't eat enough, they don't eat enough protein, it's bad. Not a bad day to be a weight, it's a good day to be a weight, because you start losing muscle and you just feel like shit. So with that being said, make sure you eat enough, make sure you get enough protein in, and eat your carbs around your workouts. If you need carbs to run, you can. I preferably don't, like I said, but definitely before your weight training session. So I'm gonna show you guys what that looks like. So right here is cooked rice. In a rice cooker, this is an aroma rice cooker, so I have that. And also I use just an air fryer. So basically you just stick it in, cut up some chicken breasts, and just let it sit and cook. That gets it like super crispy, and it tastes like Chick-fil-A. So just another hack. I'm trying to put you guys on to getting diced and jacked, and we're just gonna be a weapon. That's why I decided So here we have some carrots. I use canned carrots with this rice that I prepped, but this is white rice and carrots, and I'm having that with the chicken wrap that you just saw. So this is gonna be the meal. We have the 230 grams of rice, and then we have carrots, canned carrots, and then here we have some wellness wraps. These are 80 calories with a slice of cheddar cheese with 6 ounces of chicken and pico de gallo. So this is my go-to pre-workout meal. You got the carbs, got the fats, got the proteins, and overall it's like super well balanced. So the next tip I have is, like I said, you want to have carbs around your workouts because it's going to give you to refuel your glycogen after, say, you run. It's going to refuel your glycogen because you move and use glycogen when you're running or doing any exercise throughout the day. Even just moving, you're using glycogen, which is carbs. So making sure you refuel, so when you go into the gym you have energy to train, you can push the heavy weight. That's what it is. So just making sure you can fuel yourself. So this is going to be what I eat to fuel for the weight training session. So I'll see you guys in the gym. All right, so we're going into the gym. I'm going to share with you guys some of the tips that I have when weight training to keep on muscle.
I could run through the fire, I could conquer the night. If I can make it, if I try to draw the red light. I could run through the fire, I could conquer the night. If I can make it, if I try to draw the red
How are you feeling so far during this workout?
Dangerous. How are you feeling? Shouldn't have cookies in a while. What's up, guys? So just got back from the workout. I want to talk about the workout, but first I want to say, those that want to support me, you guys, and like what I'm wearing, this is Gymshark. This is the sweatshirt, crew neck, and then under it you guys saw my stringer and my pants. These are 5-inch sport shorts by Gymshark, and I also wear the 5-inch seamless. I like those because shelf the leg definition. Also the stringer, I really enjoy. It's my favorite stringer of all time. It fits snug, makes you look bigger than you actually are. That's why I like it. But it is the Gymshark slim fit stringer. It comes in black, gray, and white, and a few other colors, but black and gray are like my go-tos. But yeah, just wanted to say that. If you want to support me, link below. Now, to get in the best way to train, as you saw throughout my workout, I trained pretty heavy, and the reason being is you got to give your body a reason to keep on the muscle. You got to give your body a reason for muscle to reoccur and build, and the only way you're going to do this is by stressing the muscles out, tearing the muscle fibers. You got to remember, growth only happens when you change the stimulus. So for me, I like to go heavy, I like to train hard, I like to go until failure. I believe the only time you really grow is when you have like 1 to 2 reps left in the tank and you push through them. That's where you really grow, not just like here, but also up here. I think that's where the body's like, okay, shit, I need to add muscle. Yeah, the other sets get you there and they help and the reps help, but I think you have to train till failure at some point in your workout to really grow. And that's how I keep on the muscle training both ways, because one, I run, which, you know, keeps me lean, helps me mentally, like I stressed before. And then also with the weightlifting, I lift heavy to make sure that my body doesn't get rid of that just because I do cardio. You know, if I lifted light, it would probably get rid of it. It'd be like, why do I need you? But because I'm heavy, my body's like, shit, I should keep muscle on because I know Nathan's going to go to the weight room later after this run. So we got to take that protein and put it to the gains. So that's what I'm saying. That's just my gym bro science, but it makes sense. And there's tons of studies that show training heavy with cardio is only beneficial to hypertrophy and gaining muscle and helping your metabolism. So with that being said, I'm going to move on to the next tip of balancing weight training and running. All right, so last part of the video, I'm going to explain in like a visual, because I'm a visual person. I think that's how you kind of learn the best. So basically right here we have 3 cups. This cup is going to be like your total energy for the day. It's empty because you didn't use anything, so you just woke up. But over time throughout the day, you're going to pour energy into that cup, which is going to be what you expend. So this is the way I like to think it. If you train both very hard, this is cardio, this is weight training, you just like really drain, and it's fast, and you drain your energy really fast. You don't have much left for anything throughout the day. You're gonna feel taxed, you're probably gonna suffer even in your job, and it's just gonna be hard to catch back up. So with that being said, I like to take the approach and be more consistent over time and not pull so much from each. So what I would do is, this is your energy expenditure for the day. So say you go out and instead of killing yourself and doing both workouts at one time, or even splitting it up throughout the week, say you run one day and you lift the other, instead of just cramming it in at one time, which a lot of people do and they struggle, I would say pick a day to balance. So say you do 3 days running, 3 days lifting, and you alternate each day. That allows for you to not pull as much energy throughout your training. So let's just take it in as a day. We start the day, here's your energy reserves. Say you wake up and instead of doing an hour and a half workout of cardio and weightlifting, you only do a half an hour of cardio. So you have energy left in this cup yet for your job, and you have all this energy left at the end of the day for whatever. And say you decide to weight train, you can take some of this energy, and you still have energy throughout the day to allocate to other parts of your day, whether it's your job and other areas, your family, friends. So that's the best approach in my opinion, rather than being like, okay, I'm gonna go all out, try and balance both and go as hard as I can in each, and you literally drain the tank. That's when you feel like shit, and you don't make any progress. So this is the last time I'm pouring the cups. This is the best way to take it. Balance it out. Pick a few days, or pick your day where you're gonna do both, or pick your weeks where you're gonna choose a certain amount of days where you run, a certain amount of days where you lift. So for me, what I do is I run 4 times a week right now, 4 to 3 times a week. And basically what I do is, because on those days where I'm running, I'm not using that much energy because it's only 30 minutes at a time, rather than going out and trying to do that all at once, or instead of trying to do all that cardio at one time, or I just think it's better to break it up. So I'll do 30 minutes of cardio, which drains some energy, and then just like working and other things in life that drain energy, that's the result of that. But then I weight lift, and I only do 45 minutes of weight training right now, so that drains some energy, but I still have energy throughout the day. Rather than going all in on everything and feeling taxed, just break it up. Pick 3 days to run, pick 3 days to weight train, and that's the best way to approach it. Don't go 6 days in lifting and running if you haven't built up to that, because if you haven't built up to it, you're going to drain the water really fast, and you're going to have nothing left, and you're going to feel like shit. You got to work up to it. You got to build your energy reserves to be efficient at both. That's why right now I can do both, just because I have a background of Ironman and marathon training, that running doesn't take much out of me, so I can afford to maybe run and lift more in a day than somebody that hasn't. But I would say just slowly taper into it. So I suggest running maybe 30 minutes a day, like 3 times a week, and then weight train for 30 to 45 minutes on the days that you don't run. that's the best way I balance it. Just make sure it's balanced and put more emphasis on what you want to do better at. So for example, right now my goal is to get bigger and stronger for the show. So if this is running, I'm gonna do what it takes to keep my cardio good, but weight training, I'm trying to drain most of my energy so I grow the most. Put all your energy in the things you want to grow the most, whether it's your business, like physically, mentally. That's where you're gonna see the biggest result. So with that being said, hope you guys understand my pouring in the water. Like, comment, subscribe, stay corn fed. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.